Welcome back to Character Select. Back to Need for Speed the Run. Like I said, gonna try and make this like a 3 or 4 episode series, so I'm gonna go for a while here. When we last left our intrepid hero, he had just caused a fucking mess in Vegas. It was great. And now he's apparently just gonna steal some cars. Alright. So the Lambo has the best speed, but both the Lambo and the Aston Martin technically have challenging handling. As far as the vehicle, I'll drive a Porsche. It's fine. It's fine. I've moved my webcam so that I'm not blocking all the information in the upper left. Oh yay, we finished the stage. But yeah, basically sometimes you just lose your car and then you steal a new one. I think Chicago forces you to pick an Audi. I don't know why. Probably sponsorship. Anyway. Couple other things I've learned about in this game. There's no option to change any of the audio volume in the game. Which is fucking ridiculous. But the good news is we're moving on to the Desert Hills. So we're leaving Vegas and we're heading through the Valley of Fire. We've got a new car that we stole. Apparently the trick is not necessarily to cross in the car that you started with, but rather to cross at all. But yeah, so this is kind of one of the more... There's not really a lot of plot in this game, but plot does come up every so often. Driving fast, having a blast. It's still night, which is kind of interesting. You can immediately change your car since you only get to choose 3 when you're on your way out of Vegas. Fuck. It's probably fine. That's why they have Department of Roadworks. I'm also going to try and keep it a bit more sedate, as it is 9 o'clock at night, and my wife is in the other room. Alright, bags of dicks. Here comes the jack attack. Give me that draft. Give me that dirty drafting. There we go. Whoa. Out of my way. Okay. Perfect parking job. Stops on the dime. Let's try that again. Oh my god, that fucking noise. Why is the... It wouldn't be so bad if I could adjust the game volume, but the fact that it doesn't let me is really frustrating. That wasn't a Gallardo. Oh, I want to drive a Lambo other than the Gallardo. I do love the sound of a good Lambo. But we'll try and drive a variety of cars, just to get a full kind of experience, I guess. Never boost through corners. Bad things will happen. Tanker. Out of the way. Missed the shortcut. Fuck. It's actually bad, because everybody else is taking the shortcut. Fuck. Alright, come on, bitches. I'm also... Ow. Sure, I can send my car flying off a bridge and the suspension is fine, but God forbid I hit a fucking bump at the wrong speed. Alright, those are the last 3 guys that I have to pass in this leg. Out of the way! Sure, whatever. 1.2 miles. Out of the way, please. Keep moving. That thing painted in digital camo? Everybody else is like, I've got the best racing lines. My car is pristine. It doesn't have a scratch on it. I'm like careening off the fucking side barrier. It's not my car. I don't care. This is my custom Lamborghini Murcielago. I bought this baby for a song. Oh, shit. Bought this baby for a song. Tuned it up myself. Put like $100,000 worth of parts in there. Test drove it. Put it in a wind tunnel. It's gonna be great. I stole this Porsche. I don't care. Gives me a bit of an advantage. Oh boy. Give me a second here. Sorry about that. Forgot to do a setting thing on my my computer here. Marcus Blackwell. He comes from a connected Chicago family. His passion for cars is funded by his uncle who calls all the shots. Beyond winning, Marcus's primary motivation is to take Jack out of the race permanently. If you remember from the beginning of the game, there were two guys standing watching Jack as he fell into the trash compactor. Marcus was one of them. He's also a terrible fucking driver.
What the hell?
Oh, makeup time. Oh, and it's the best song. I got an itchy nose. Shit, I can't itch my nose. I'm driving really fast. My nose is so itchy. Okay. Yeah. Oh, shit. Bye-bye. As a hilarious oversight, this particular song is not included in the official Need for Speed The Run soundtrack. There's two songs that are not on the soundtrack, and this is one of them. This is easily one of the best songs on the soundtrack. Ah, missed the shortcut. Oh, fucking get out of the... Oh. I can still make up time. It's fine. Not my car, not my car, not my car. Also, in case you're wondering why the police are not coming after me, it's because I ditched the car that I was in and got out of Vegas pretty much as quickly as possible. That's a dead car. What the fuck? Alright. Guess we're not going to comment on that. Whee! Oh... I love bumper cars. I love arcade-style driving games that let you just pull off shit that is clearly ridiculous. It's so much fun. I fucked up that Porsche. Holy shit. I didn't have to use a reset. I just had to get my car reset on the road. Good job, game. Good job. Back to the run. So this is the second longest stretch of... the second longest stage in terms of distance that you travel. We've already made it to Utah. Zion National Park. Which I guess is kind of cool. But I have no desire to go to Utah because it's a lot of desert. So I don't like the desert. I cannot stand being hot and dry.
At the same time, nice driving.
Why are we taking exotics on dirt roads? You stupid assholes. So I have a theory when it comes to whether it's okay to be too hot or too cold. And in my opinion, it's always It's always better to be too cold than it is to be too hot. And whenever anybody asks me to explain my reasoning is this. When it's too cold, you can always put on something else. You can add on a sweater, you can wrap yourself in a blanket, whatever it is that you're gonna do. But when it's hot, you can only get so naked. Once you've taken off all your clothes, it's kind of it. I'm probably in the minority in that particular regard. I'm sure there's people that would look at that and be like, being too cold or being too hot is the best. But I can't stand being hot. It's I can't stand sweating if it's not the result of physical labor. Like if I'm working out or something like that, I don't mind being hot. I don't mind sweating. But if I'm just standing outside not doing anything, and I've got fucking police. If I'm just standing still and outside and it's so hot that I'm sweating as much as if I were working out, nice car. Then I can't deal with it. It's too much. See ya. Boom. Ooh. Oh yeah, somebody pointed out in the comments the police codes don't seem to be entirely accurate, which actually thank you for pointing out how to get it through there. Fuck. The police codes being different don't actually surprise me. Police codes are actually different from state to state, county to county, and city to city. So what am I looking at? So they probably just created like something based off the LAPD and then modified it a bit. Whee. You can't be on my 6. Out of the way, please. Out of the way, please. Whoa, whoa! Roadblock successful, guys. Good job, you murdered me. Is that the first time I've used 2 resets in a race? I don't think it is. Oh, bye-bye. Ba-ding, ba-dang. Whoa, that's not a shortcut. I thought it was. I don't know why. I've done this road quite a few times. Boom. Alright, hairpin. Smash that boost. Get the flock out of there. Ooh, that sounded painful, officer. You okay? Gonna make it? Sorry, I'm concentrating really hard right now. Officer, please. This driving is actually very difficult. I'd appreciate it if you'd let me do my thing. Thank you. Diddle-diddle-ding. 119. So yeah, now that we're trying to get, a whole bunch of positions, it's giving us a lot of gain position races without, making it too big of a deal. Nothing special about these races. No battles. There will be one, I think, right now, but I could be wrong on that. Where are we? Red Mountain Pass, $1 Million Highway, Colorado. It's a battle. The other thing that drives me nuts about the Need for Speed games is the way they depict nitrous. Nitrous is not a boost. It doesn't increase your speed, it increases your acceleration. Excuse me. Ooh, gas station. Excuse me, officer, I just need some gas to continue this this pursuit. Alright. Oh yeah, these are the 370Zs that I raced against on the way into to Vegas against those two hot ladies. Gallardo, Mustang Boss 303. Let's try the V12. In sky blue. One of my favorite things about the older Need for Speed games, like the original Need for Speed Most Wanted or Need for Speed Carbon, is when you got involved in a police chase, the police would say certain things like, suspect is driving a black BMW or something like that. Carbon really nailed it because they had the cops knowledgeable as to what kind of cars you were driving. So it'd be like, suspect is in a golden Lamborghini or something like that. It was really cool. Of course you don't have a visual, officer. You fucking zoomed off ahead of me. Ooh, shit. I'm gonna try to get to Chicago in this episode, so this could take a while, but... Oh, I almost got the draft. Damn it. See ya. Also, there's a lot of ways that they really knew how to make a HUD in this game. Like, right now I'm not under chased by the cops. Now I am, because of the edges of the screen are flashing blue and red, so... It's interesting the way they set this stuff up. Would you stop, please? Undercut. Out of the way, sir. I did not hit a civvy. He's another racer. Fucking dicks. Fuck. In case you're wondering why the Aston keeps turning weirdly, it's because the way it handles. I think this is a rear-wheel drive car, so the back spins out a bit more. It's called oversteer. Pretty sure I win, guys. Pretty sure I win. Despite the fact that I bounced off pretty much everybody in that race, my car looks beautiful. I'm actually not really a big fan of Aston Martin cars. The styling is nice, but I don't like the way the cars perform, generally speaking. They seem like they're over-engineered to be pretty cars. It's not something I'm terribly interested in. I really want to get to the next stage. Stage 4 is kind of okay, but it gives you kind of a preview of what's coming in Stage 5. Stage 5 is delightful. Stage 5 is the Rocky Mountains. Ooh, battle? What the fuck? Whoa! Oh, it is a battle in the canyon. So now I have to battle 4 people while being chased by the cops. And I'm off the road. It's fine. Didn't really happen. Just blacked out for a second there. Wait, how have I already defeated one opponent? Oh. Didn't realize that I was already ahead of him. In retrospect, Aston Martin, not the best option for this particular leg. Very technical. Out of the way, please. Out of the way, please. Sir, it's a race. You were in the way. The other guy, like, carefully dodges the cops, and I'm just like, whatever, they're in the way. Slam into them. Ooh, shit. I might actually lose. No, missed it. Fuck. Too slow. Reset. Oh. If I hadn't hit that roadblock, I would have been fine, but it's difficult. Easier. He recovered awfully fast from spinning out, according to that fucking ahead of opponent thing. Two, one, boom. Alright. Whoa. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh god, that cop almost died. One thing worth noting is when you see, like, that little bridge that we passed over, it had, like, water on it. That does affect the handling in the car. Fuck. This battle's hard. Boom. Fuck. Whoa! The nice thing about that is that it resets your car if you go wildly off course. That cop is dead. Like, holy shit dead. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Not a dirty pass, my ass. See ya. Fucking cops. It's street racing. I didn't kill... Well, I guess I killed a couple of people. Oh, shit. How are you guys setting up all these roadblocks so fast? Nope. And nope. That guy's probably fine. Oh, he's only injured? Okay, good. Boom! Out of the fucking... Whew. Getting all tense up in here. 109. Almost half the drivers defeated. The race had 207 drivers if you include Jack, so once you get to 203, you've defeated half of... yeah, 203, you've defeated half of them. 103. What did I say? I don't remember. It's late. I'm tired. I'm not sleeping. You know how it is. Ooh. Stage 4 complete. I am ranked first against friends that I don't have. Alright, the good news is we get to go on to the next stage, which is the best stage. Welcome to the Rockies. This is the shortest stage in the game, and it's awesome. Like, start to finish, this is one of the best stages in the game. I do need to hit a gas station and switch out to my Murcielago. No, not Murcielago. Gallardo, though. I wish I could drive a fucking Murcielago. I'd love to drive an Aventador. Supposedly, if you play through this game and not the plot, you can drive much more powerful cars, but in the plot, you're limited to what they call Tier 4 cars. Tier 1 is the fastest. So now that we're heading into the Rockies, there's snow. Dicks.
Watch out, Jack. It's about to get icy.
Okay, thanks.
So the roads are... Seriously, the snow, you can get out of the way. So the roads are a little more slippery when there's snow, and it's possible to find patches of ice, which is exactly as much fun as it sounds. Alright. I'm tempted to drive the Nissan 370Z. I actually do like the 370, once again as a car, but I gotta go with the Murci, the Gallardo. God damn it, it's not a Murcielago. I just wish it was. Yes. Oh, I should have put a racing track on it. Damn it. Whoa! That's the other problem with racing in snow. If you go off-road, you will blind yourself. Use caution in extreme winter weather. No. And let's just push that reset button. I'm sorry I ghosted through you, sir. Hope I didn't steal your soul. Out of the way, please. This is where you really have to start paying attention to, like, lights and shit. Ooh. That was a little tense, actually. I'm not sure how I got through that without crashing. Fucking snow! I might have to turn that effect off. That is blinding. I don't know if I can actually change the camera on this, can I? Yes, I can. Those are my three options. Nose of the car, dash of the car, there. So, I think I started talking about this and then I got distracted by crashing into things. Nitrous is a acceleration booster. It does not boost your top speed. It does not make your engine perform better. It just makes your engine burn better. For anybody that doesn't know how a combustion engine works, it pulls in oxygen, mixes it with gasoline, causes a spark, and uses the explosion to drive the vehicle. That's a very simple explanation for it. Nitrous oxide burns better than oxygen. So you mix that with gasoline, and it improves the performance by causing a bigger explosion. But it doesn't boost the engine's max performance. It just means that it, for a given engine power, the engine performs, you know, a bit faster. Seriously, this is incredibly impossible to see through. Fucking hell. That's not even getting into the difference between wet nitrous, dry nitrous, and direct injection system, but suffice to say the first two suck and the third is the standard. Alright, well, I finished this race. Thank God for that. Look at that snow effect. It's terrible. Ice spears raining from the skies. Suspect is driving an orange Lamborghini. Why did he choose such a flashy and ostentatious car? Driver appears to be a moron. Glenwood Springs, Grand Mesa National Forest, Colorado. I've traveled a third of the way across the country, though. 931 miles. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Gain 10 more positions. Alright, then. Fortunately, the cops seem to have backed off given the incredibly dangerous conditions here. Fine, you don't want to let me pass you? Why did I say anything, for fuck's sake? You can go to the left, but that's the oncoming traffic lane. Just seems like a bad idea, you know? Plus, I still pass people. 6 miles to the end. Oh my god, buddy. Really? You saw me coming. Duh. Nope. Not gonna happen, sir. I'm going a little too fast. If I hit the brakes now, I'm probably gonna die. Hi. Okay, bye. Fuck. I didn't handle that one well. It's okay, though. It's only slightly bruised. Why do you guys gotta have all the fucking roadblocks? For God's sake. Bye. Ah, fucking, are you kidding me? That was bullshit. Alright, 2.5 miles. I've still got 2 guys to pass. They're not getting closer. Thank you, officer. You killed me. Yeah, that's a lot of drifting. One other thing about the snowy roads is that if you pay close attention in certain races, you will find black ice. Fuck off! Bullshit. Why are you not blocking the other guys, for God's sake? See you, officer. Enjoy your trip. That guy's so dead. Maybe he reset and turned into a ghost car for 5 seconds, I don't know. I can't pull over. There's nowhere to pull over to. Okay, that worked out really well. Nice. So the cops just called off the pursuit because I'm heading up into the mountains and they're like, oh shit. Or they're going to be calling off the pursuit shortly. That was ice. Don't know if you saw it. Ice is so terrible. And I'm dead. It's fine, I'm still alive. Let's do this. Ice. You wouldn't think that ice would be so bad, but holy shit, it's terrible at times. Especially when it's in a turn. My god. See ya. There we go. What position am I in now? Am I in 89th? I think I am. Okay. Cesar de Leon. Cesar made some bad choices growing up in the streets of LA. The love of a good woman and the impending arrival of their firstborn has made Cesar change his ways. In the run with his 2 brothers, he's seeking a chance to give his family a better life. So yeah, you can technically choose the cars that you want. Muscle cars are better for straightaways and stuff like that. Fuck it. Always drive the exotics. Hello, Coast Guard. So this is much like the race into Las Vegas. You have to finish the race ahead of all three, and my god, they really don't want you to pass. But you're 86th, yes, which is excellent. Alright, moving right along. Come on, Cesar. These bridges are really nice. I wish I could take a picture. So yeah, these guys are driving like custom muscle cars, which should not be performing this well in a fucking twisty mountain road in snow, but they can outperform a Lamborghini. It's like, no. That doesn't make any sense, unless these things are fully custom, in which case you have enough money. You don't need to be in the race. There's my oncoming bonus. Thank you. That was mean. Ooh, doctor. I don't feel bad about that at all, should I? So yeah, this stage almost exclusively takes place in, oh, for God. Truck went off the road. That's what the helicopter was going to. Hi. Bye. And this is where the top speed pays off. Yeah, basically the AI cheats to give you a challenge. It can be frustrating though, because there's no way that that car performs that well. All right. Yes. I'm sticking with the Lamborghini, but I want to add there we go. Nope, no advertising. Yes. Come to me, my shadow monster. Problem is now I'm not going to pass them in time to win the race. Can I reset and still keep the car? Yep. Fabulous. Look at this beast of a machine. It doesn't alter the performance in any way, it just looks cool. Look how cool it looks! I mean, that is the definition of a racer, but it's still a Lamborghini. And off the road. What the f... Whoa, whoa! Okay. Nice. Only slightly damaged my very expensive car. The very first Lamborghini that I ever saw was the very first Lamborghini, the Countach, which is Countach, and for anybody that's wondering. And that had a spoiler on the back by default. It was also extremely tiny and had gull-wing doors, which you open them and they go up. They're really cool. But but yeah, ever since then, I've just been in love with Lamborghini styling and engine sounds. All right, Aspen is a makeup time race. Yep. Yay, sun and snow. This is fabulous. I can't see anything. I'm not a very big fan of this song. Song is kind of sedate. A little too sedate for me. Alright, and there's ice on this road that I can't see! That didn't happen. Didn't happen. Independence Pass, Colorado. We're not actually in Independence Pass. We're getting there, though. That's the real reason that I reset this map, reset this race, is because I wanted to listen to this song again. It's such a good song. Alright. Problem with this course is that the snow is going to blind me and there's ice fucking everywhere. All this is ice. And ice, as you might expect, messes with your handling. And because there's snow everywhere, I literally can't see a damn thing. This is gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough race. I seem to recall this is one of the harder ones. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Fucking snow. I swear to God. Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry, I didn't see you there. Remember, always wear a seatbelt, because you never know when the fucking custom-tuned Lamborghini Gallardo is going to be coming up behind you at 130 miles an hour on ice. It seems like a very specific situation, but you'd be surprised. All ice, don't move. Problem is, ice also affects your acceleration ability. If you're not already going fast, you won't get much speed. Ice. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum ba na 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 na. 41 seconds to get to the last checkpoint. Fuck. Fuck. Sorry, and I'm dead. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Slight fucked up. That took 12 minutes? Alright. Alright. So here's the deal. Before this game came out, or right when this game came out, there was a demo available for it on PS3, which let you do 2 races. One in... actually, I think it was 3 races, but one was back in the second stage. And then the other one was the summit of Independence Pass. This is my favorite racing course in any game. And we're off. Race down the mountain. This has a unique XP bonus. Hey, bird. How's it going, Burb? The fuck? That's an avalanche. So blasting is an actual thing. If you are afraid that an avalanche is going to cause a lot of damage, better to prepare for it and set it off yourself than to let somebody else do it, or than to let it just happen naturally. We have to race down the mountain as an avalanche is coming. It's fucking great. And you get the survived bonus if you manage to make it. Also, ow. Yes, you can get buried by the snow. But yeah, blasting is an actual thing that they do on mountain passes so that nobody gets buried under the snow. They can control when the snow drops and stuff like that. This is not a hard race to win. It's a hard race to finish. Fuck. Nope. Jesus, rock. And there's boulders. Ah, fuck. Okay. Still back there, huh? All right. That's probably not good. It's so pretty up here. So pretty. Why is the game all quiet all of a sudden? Fuck. Ice. Ice killed me. Now that guy's ahead. Gotta watch out for those boulders. My spoiler came right off. Nice. Alright, but now I haven't gone off the road, so I'm still ahead of him, so that's good. Oh boy, here it comes. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Oh, 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 no, 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 no. Survived. Whew. It's so cool. One position. Oh boy. It's such a cool race. Everything about it. I love it so much. That race on the demo convinced me to buy the game. I think that's the end of the Rockies, though. We're probably not going to get to Chicago by the end of this one. Oh, boy. Best race ever. Dave, 2017. So yeah, if you look really close at the stages, it's like halfway through is Independence Pass, and then there's nothing for the rest of the stage. Oh yeah, the plains. So the plains leads to Chicago Approach, so I'm going to try and finish this, but we're almost at an hour already. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. I think there's only like 5 or 6 stages here. 3 or 4 or 5 stages. Something like that. Basically, I have to get 35 positions by the time I get to the end of the stage, because that's Chicago. Yeah, we're not going to get to the end of it. I'll do this race, and then I'll end the episode, so... Thanks for your moral support on that one, Sam. Suspiciously quiet. Alright, new car. Ow. Game's like, I don't even know how to reset you on that one. Whatever. Diddling. Fuck that turning right nonsense. Just go over here. Smashy, smashy. New car, yes. Alright. Lamborghini, I love you, but you've served your purpose. No, this one? Yeah. This is a signature car, so there's only one color. I'm just a really big fan of properly tuned cars. Oh. Like, damn it. Stupid. Like, this car is basically a 370 that has, that has, some racing trim on it and a spoiler bolted on. But a spoiler doesn't... So a spoiler doesn't matter at speeds of less than... Wow. Dead stop. A spoiler doesn't do anything at speeds of less than 200 miles an hour. I mean, it does, but not really. A spoiler's purpose is to force the back of the car down. So that's why you see spoilers on F1 cars, and that's why you see aero configuration, aerodynamic configurations on racing cars, because they are going super fast, and they need the back of the car pushed down so that they don't literally take off. On a street car, a spoiler is 9 times out of 10 unnecessary. And 9 times out of 10 is actually 999 times out of 1,000. It's just, a spoiler is literally for showing off. It doesn't serve a functional purpose. In fact, it probably slows your car down. Jesus Christ, guys, learn how to drive. But that being said, spoilers look cool. On a proper car. If the only thing that you've done to your car is add a spoiler to it, you are a bolt-on wonder boy and deserve to be mocked. If you haven't done any engine work, you haven't done any suspension work, you haven't customized it at all, you just slapped on a spoiler and called it a day, you are wasting your car. Whew. The other thing I like about this game is that because it's a race across the U.S., there's so much to see. Like, we just went through, like, the snow. Before that, there was a desert. We're about to get into the plains. It's so much fun. It's not a good game, but it's a fun game, you know? It's a solid experience. How's that? Boom. Man, I fucked up that car, but good. 79th. 29 positions to go. All right. So, now we got time for another race or so. So here's the thing. We just raced through Commerce City in Denver, Colorado. We are now on Highway 20 in Rushville, Nebraska. For the record, that's pretty far away from Denver, Colorado. So we're starting to widen the gap between races here. Is that a Ford GT? It is. Battle across the plains. Settings, audio, race music off. Surprising nobody, I got copyright striked on the first episode. It wasn't actually a strike. They were just like, hey, this song is claimed by somebody. So I don't want to run into that again. So, Jim, throw in some appropriate road music. Thanks, Jim. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh. Boom! Yeah, you recovered pretty fucking fast from that head-on collision there, buddy. That's what I hate about the AI in this game. It rubber bands like a madman. There's a gas station here. We will stick with the Nissan 370Z for now. The Nissan 370 is a good car. The Nissan Z series has been around forever. They started with like a not with the 240Z, but like a 190Z or something like that, I think. And see ya. And ever since then, the Z series has just been a really solid yet affordable low-end sports car. Whoa! Jeez. That was a little close. Was that lightning? I don't remember this part. That looks like a storm. Is there a storm coming? Like, holy shit, buddy. You're driving a Lamborghini and I just kicked your ass. And you're done. And I'm done. That was actually almost too easy. Barely even scratched my car. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So we're just about to hit the 1 hour mark here. So we'll do one more race. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep the... I want to finish this series in 3, maybe 4 episodes. I don't want this to run on for very long because I know that racing games are not everybody's thing. I hope I'm being entertaining. I'm just having a good time. It's kind of what it's all about. But if you're not enjoying yourself, I apologize. You probably haven't gotten this far in the video anyway, so...
This one's dangerous, Jack. Stay alert.
Alright. So we gotta gain 8 positions. The problem with racing in the plains is that it's a lot of 2-lane highways, which means that your margins for passing are very narrow. That was thunder. Excuse me? That was not a shortcut. Okay, good. Whoa! Dick, he pushed me into it. I also hate racing across the plains, this particular stage, because it's a lot of very sharp turns and mountains in an area that's renowned for being very flat. I'm willing to bet that these stretches of highway actually exist. Like, I wouldn't put it past, you know, the Badlands to actually have this nonsense here, but at the same time, it's just, it feels different than what I would expect. Come to the prairies, the only place where you can watch your dog run away for 4 hours. Or as is about to happen, watch a storm roll in for 3 races. That's what happens here. Fuck, I missed this shortcut. No! And we're back here. Let's try getting that shortcut again. It's sometimes hard to see when they're coming up, because it might look like there's a shortcut there and there isn't. And then you can see the shortcut on the minimap, but you don't see where the entrance is. And it's tough. Like that. I died so hard the camera ended up in the car. Damn. Alright, yeah, this will be the last race. The very first time that I played this game, I did this race assuming that because I was in the plains, it was going to be a lot of straight shots. So I was in a muscle car. And muscle cars, as I'm sure you can imagine, don't corner very well. Or, you know, at all. Made these very difficult races. That's why I tend to stick to the tuner cars or the exotics now. Because they always have good turning, and there's the speed advantage that a Mustang car isn't that big. Mustang car isn't that big. 55 miles an hour, I am way in excess of that. Shortcut. Your performance off-road does depend on the vehicle that you're on too. If you're in an exotic, it's a much harder ride to control than if you're in a tuner or a muscle car. But then muscle cars are shit. Muscle cars are, how can we get as much power out of an engine as possible? Who cares if it's pretty, dirty, or whatever? And frequently it's dirty, and it's ugly, and it's loud, and it's obnoxious, and I don't like it. So you'll never see me driving a muscle car because I hate them. $18 positions to go. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do for now. We have not gotten as far as Chicago, but that will be pretty much the opening of the next episode. So, and then from Chicago, it's across the Great Lakes to upstate New York and to finish in New York City. So we might get another, there might be another episode, there might be 2 episodes. I'm not entirely sure how long it'll take. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And I'm having fun, and I hope you are too. In this cross-country trip of epic speed and death, and God, Chicago's gonna get so fucked. It's gonna be great.